stopped? How can this be surveyed? How can the the destruction of this political party be
Yeah,
stopped before it
yeah.
happens?
Right now, to be honest with you, I do not think that. Honestly speaking, as someone who truly, truly loves Zimbabwe and want to see opposition, I do not think that it can be stopped because for Chamisa to talk to Chabangu, that means that he's kind of like giving a little bit of powers to Chabangu, and he's saying that actually this guy's got power. We know politics, right? And already you are hearing here the words that are being used now. We don't talk to terrorists. People have been watching lots of movies, American movies, actually. This is how it starts. So as soon as you start describing someone like that, there is no conversation, right? So you can't really talk to it. So to be honest, this trend, it can, I don't know if it can be stopped right now. It's literally like we are building a railway train and then there's this 250 kilometers per hour train coming towards us. How do we stop it? Uncle Jez, I do not think that this is stoppable. But I think if everyone who's kind of like involved into this, especially the opposition parties, if they want to even have anything at all to do in 5 years later, they need to work together because right now, I'm sorry to say, if they go to by-election or if anything happened to Triple C, there won't be any other opposition part going forward. That's my saying. And this is not to say that I am as Baba. It's just kind of like following really what is happening, what's been happening since the elections. Everything we talked about here, it's happening. You see,
Right.
which is amazingly sad. So I don't know. So if there's anyone who can help us here to make sure that people talk together and we try to fight this because there won't be any democracy in Zimbabwe by December if people are really not seeing the bigger picture here. So
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, for that. I hope people have listened or you've heard the question and they'll come through with a response. Let us try to be objective about this and help out in when it comes to some of these inquiries. Anyway, let's go to the next speaker, please.
Yeah, I believe that's me, right?
Yeah, your belief is correct.
Thank you, Uncle Jenza.
Right.
Zeti spoke of very, very important things, and I want to pivot my contribution to that. But before I go to what Zeti said, to qualify our participation here. When there's a topic, a national topic, which comes out to the fore and become a focus of the nation, there will be stakeholders to that topic, people whom we call they have a skin in that game. There will be observers, and there are some people who see themselves as collateral damage if that thing happens. So the issue, Yashabagu, to those people who are in Triple C, who ask why do you get involved or we are wasting our time, it has become a national topic. I myself, I don't have a skin in the game, but I recognize the importance of Triple C in our political discourse. It's very important that Triple C be viable. It's because at one point, we recognize that for us to confront the ills of ZANU-PF, we have to be united. You cannot unite with people who have internal fights. So to those who are Triple C, take our contributions as contributions in good faith. People are saying, I think yesterday I said, my recommendation is you guys get in one room and outside everybody else and thrash this matter. Kana mati chabangu inyoka imurove inyoka yachomba imomo kusina vanhu away from the madding crowd. Uncle Jedza read from Mduduzi Matutu a list of things he was recommending. The summary of those things in the equity, put your house in order. If the people here don't recognize that their house is not in order today, they are creating what Uncle Z said, a process which then generates into something bigger, which can even result in a full-blown demise of the party or a split. The first part is to move away all these gatekeepers, so that people can recognize that CCC's house is not in order. The people who are coming on spaces and say, "Oh, Chabangu is not a CCC member," and then when you ask it, do you have evidence? You say, "Oh, because Nelson Chamisa said so." There is an issue which is needing adjudication. Nelson Chamisa is the leader of a political party, and the party does not consist one person, which means he's the leader of a party in which Chabangu is claiming to be one of those leaders. So there is a dispute. That dispute is the definition of internal strife, which people are noticing. If Bonzora is weighing in, Maduku weighed in, Temba Mliswa weighed in, many people inside and outside politics weighed in. I weighed in too. But the bottom line now coming to SETI is what's happening on Twitter with the gatekeepers, the psychophants who say, "Oh, this stupid," and if someone tries to raise an issue, they try to divert and attack the person. Zeti said, "What is on the ground? The people on the ground know who Chabangu is. The people on the ground know what grievances are. People on the ground know who Nelson Chamisa is, and they know how these issues have been resolved. The fact that they're in the public domain, it means the internal processes to resolve those issues failed. And that is that failure people are evaluating. You are not just being evaluated as a political party, but you're also being evaluated as a government in waiting. What if you had won these elections with what we are seeing? So you need to take stock amongst yourselves in your WhatsApp groups, in everything. I said, guys, everything is playing out in the public glare, and we are being evaluated. And the response to use Mugabe's response of whipping up dissent, whipping up people who don't praise your leader, is what Zeti said. Those people in Bulawayo are being told you are part of a movement for change, but seeing the same things they're supposed to fight, being part of that. Those chete things which brought Mugabe, they see them go, okay, Chabangu is not a CCC member because Nelson Chamisa said so. It's not supposed to be. That's what Matutu was saying. Go and sort your things internally, away from the magic crowd. Everything which is playing out, you might like it. Kune some boy akati omdara wenyarara. Of course, trimadara, because we have something in between our legs. If a person who will say like that is someone with nothing in between his legs, or some dara. We are men. We are supposed to comment. We are coming here in good faith. Put your house in order, because we need you. We need to be part of together to solve Zimbabwe's issues. We cannot be, threatened from the opposition side, not to say things when we know from the ZANU-PF side we're also threatened. All these things which are playing out are exposing some of the things which concern those people who are fighting Mugabe. I will end with this. Please listen to Zeti. Those people in Bulawayo, they know exactly what their grievances are. And they know who is who. Beyond you guys who are here on Twitter were saying, "Oh, Chabangu is Faz." Imagine when they were building CCC in Bulawayo, these guys putting their efforts, putting maybe their money, their time, and somebody on Twitter said, "Oh, Chabangu is Faz." And the people he was mobilizing they are reading, they are hear you on Twitter. "Oh, did you hear that? People are calling you, your ZANU-PF, your Faz." That's the tragedy we had.